many people who live here, all of the people who visit here, most come because of the provincial park. And if we start to dismantle that park, then we start to dismantle the reasons that people come here. All of a sudden, the world is being told that we are having the lands that are provincial park transferred into the care of the town of Wasaga Beach. And we're told that 60 acres of that transferred land has already been identified as development land. We know that we need development in order to stimulate the growth of our economies, but it needs to be responsible development. And for the last 50 years, the province of Ontario has built a responsible model with our provincial parks. The provincial parks were created in 1958, I think was the beginning of Wasaga Beach Provincial Park. And it was done so that the people of Ontario could enjoy the beaches and the parks throughout Wasaga Beach. The province of Ontario has become excellent stewards of environmental issues as it relates to the Wasaga Beach Provincial Park. And we get to enjoy the efforts of that all of the time. So we have incredible staff, incredible management that operate the provincial parks, but they can only do so much with the money that they have. If the provincial parks have sections of them transferred over to the town of Wasaga Beach, now it becomes the financial responsibility for the town of Wasaga Beach taxpayers to pick up the funds for the improved picnic tables, the improved infrastructure. And a town of 25,000 people cannot and should not be funding parks that are presently used as a provincial park. How will we pay for that change? And the only way I can see that they will pay for the change is to slice off parcels of that land and turn it into some sort of development. There are presently sections in the legislation that say if it's beyond a certain percentage, then we need the legislature to vote on this openly in order to sell a part of our parks. If they avoid that legislation and create rules that make it so they don't have to make it a vote in public, well, then any park in Ontario will be susceptible to the same changes that you're seeing here. These parks were created to protect the land for future generations. And now that the future generations are starting to have more needs, they're saying, well, let's just take a bit of the park in order to fix these needs. Both the Premier, the Mayor, any member of council will repeat over and over again, the beaches will not be affected. But I do know that they plan on developing in the lands adjacent to the beach, and that will affect the use of those lands for years to come. Where do the people who presently use the provincial parks and come here on a long weekend and fill the parks to capacity, where do those people go once the land is occupied by condominiums? It's one thing to have a beach that is protected. It's another thing to have a beach that has unfettered access. There are certain areas in Wasaga Beach right now where private property landowners have been fighting to have these access paths closed. These are areas that people have been accessing for generations. And now there are Town of Wasaga Beach erected and produced signs telling people, hey, there's private property here. You have to be careful where you step. Will that spill over into the areas we now consider our provincial park? There are many people who think, yes, it will. And we have to prevent that from happening. Wasaga Distribution is our hydroelectric utility, and there was discussion of selling Wasaga Distribution to either Hydro One or some other operator. When the research started happening, we realized Wasaga Beach Distribution wasn't just our hydro provider, it was a gem. It was well run. We were rated, I think, number 2 in the province back at the time as far as customer satisfaction. There were many, many reasons that we felt we needed to try and protect Wasaga Distribution. So the public, through months of public meetings, demonstrations, lawn signs, letter writing campaigns, they were able to take the sale or the potential sale of Wasaga Distribution and not only stop it, but get the town council to say we are going to retain and grow this incredible asset. And I'm really hoping that that is what the people of Ontario can embrace and say that despite the fact that Big Brother or the government will do what they want no matter what, we need to let our voices express that no matter what is the part that we're willing to step up and say, no, you're going to have to listen to the people. We need to let our voices be heard. We need to show up for council meetings. We need to write letters. You can only make a difference by standing up.